What is up, my fellow VR enthusiasts? I hope you're all doing really well today. So today we are checking out Aspera VR. This is a game that recently came out on the 9th of February. Now this game has been on Steam for a little while. Not a VR version, just a normal pancake version, which I have played, and there is some differences. Closer to the game, the VR version on the Meta Quest, to the Steam version, closer than I thought it would actually be, to be honest, which is a good thing. Now, in the non-VR version, you can't get up this close, or at least I never could, and I've completed the story mode on the non-VR version. Details of the buildings look pretty similar. The only sort of thing is things in the distance. Normally the PC version, you'd be able to see those without having to get closer. However, that's not really a big thing. The above view, you know, if you're trying to figure out where things are, for instance, that's electronics factory. There's a parts factory. Oh, it's just very close to it. There is my spaceport. Now, when you start the game, you do just start with this, and you basically have to build up. So you have to build a few mines, which I've built all of these. It will guide you through that first process, you know, if you decide to buy the game anyway. There's no stress with that at all. If you like VR cities, if you like little cities, or you like both, then you probably will like this game. I mean, the difference in this game, we haven't got to just build and build and build. We've got to terraform Mars at a later point, probably a much later point. There will be water on Mars here as we warm it up. There's the ice. So yeah, this is all like frozen ice as such, but that will all melt. You can research different technologies. As you research more stuff, it helps terraform Mars. There's also speed controls on here in terms of how quick you want the game to go. You can slow it down. So that's just normal speed. Obviously this is pause, of course, it would be. But if you're waiting for something to build, or you're waiting for resources to be collected, you can speed it up as well. I've noticed it goes up to ×8. On the PC version you can go up to ×16. I'm not sure why that is, but it's, you know, ×8 is pretty quick. But sometimes you do need to like really speed things up, because otherwise you'll be sitting around for a long time. Now, what else can I tell you on this game? Okay, so we built first colony on here. And they basically, the reason why you want to have humans here is because they deal with research. I mean, the game is about getting humans to be able to go to Mars anyway. But yeah, the reason you want them in this colony is the reason you want them here is because you see that loading up? That's the research. And that will help towards, you know, new technologies and everything that you're going to need. So you will find, let's have a look here. So you'll find old outposts which you can pop a research team on, or it's just normal people, and they come and they colonise it and everything, and they can discover things from random places like that. Don't know if we can see anything. So this is quite far away, but look. See, old lander, you can do a research post there. Obviously you'll need to make a base here or build over to here. What have we got here? There's another one. You will come across some old bases and stuff as well. Well, that's yeah, they can mess up your base a little bit. But let's go back to the base. This is all in the red area because we haven't unlocked these areas just yet. In terms of damage, so you got these guys, you build the masons facilities, and these guys that are flying around will go around repairing things that get damaged, buildings anyway, not the little guys that are sort of driving around and delivering different things to different places. This, if you get the game, you want to build a couple of these fairly early on, once you've got your basics set up, because what these do, the more of these you've got, the more it will find resources for you. So that wasn't there when I last played the game. So that's another coal mine, you do need those. Yeah, there's another one there. The coal, particularly at a later stage in the game, you can build. At the minute, you can only build a coal mine, but later on you'll be able to build things that put carbon into the air or CO2 into the air, which you'll need. There will be lots more mines that pop up. I've only got a couple of these built at the moment. I probably need to build another couple as well, just so they keep finding more resources for me. It's not unlimited resources, but there is a lot of resources, obviously. Now this... Okay, so the ice drilling plant, that is what you need that for, mainly, from what I can remember, is, yeah, these guys need ice, because obviously it gives them water. Now, what changes when the water starts melting from the ice caps, also you'll find there's less availability of ice. However, at that point, you should be able to build a dome city. If you get that filled up with people, I think it's 1,000 people per dome city, they will do a lot more research than these guys can do. These guys. However, that's all you can get at the start, is these guys doing the research, but it's still good. In terms of importance, if you think, oh, I want to make sure there's regularly food being delivered here and ice, because otherwise the people will leave, you know, they'll fly off on the next available journey, then just make sure you put prioritise. And then that should, as long as you've got food factory, I've got that unprioritised. So they keep giving the ingredients needed from some of the mining to make food, and also ice is regularly in provided. Right, so let's build something. Okay, so I think I'll build another one of these, because you need resources as much as you can get, really. Okay, it's too close, that's what it was. And also, I'm going to build worker hub. So the worker hubs, the more of these you have, the more these little guys you have. Let's slow this down a little bit. The more of these guys you have going around. So every one of these you build will make one of them, and they get produced here, the workers' factory. Obviously that costs materials, but these guys you need, especially as you go on in the game, you'll need a lot of these guys. What I found I did on the PC version. This is my first time playing the Quest version, so I don't know if I'm going to find more differences in the game. I think the games are meant to be exactly the same. Obviously, in terms of the way it looks, there's some differences, but it's quite minimal. Also, in regards to the Steam version, I haven't heard anything that they're going to make a Steam VR version, but I mean, it is already on Steam, so I'm hoping that's something they will do, because I will definitely play the Steam VR version as well. Like I said, if you like VR cities, then you probably will like this, and plus it's got the extra, you've got to terraform it and everything, and I think it's pretty cool. It's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. If you don't like, you know, building games like this, then no, you probably won't like this game. It's not going to be for everyone, but if you like me, you like these type of games. I also like more fast-paced VR games, but this is like it's a chilled out one. These ones are ones where you can sit down. They are chilled out, but trust me, this is not a short game. The flat screen one, which I basically completed. I didn't complete everything, but that probably took 5-6 days of gaming all day. I didn't do them all in a row, obviously. I've got to work and whatnot, but that's roughly how much time it would have taken. Let's get people coming from Earth. It takes a little while, of course. Oh, nice. Ice. You want to get the ice while it's available and stock it up. It doesn't seem to melt in storage, which is handy. Connect that up. There we go. We've got a source of power for it as well, and it connects up the roads. So that'll get built first, and then they build that. That means we've got two mines that are drilling for ice. You do need ice, especially early on. There's the first one. And eventually when that runs out, you can deconstruct the building as well, which gives you your materials back that you put into it. But obviously as you're collecting more materials, you're building up and building up. Anyway, that too. And just build another. The wind farm ones, these are okay. I'd say the solar ones are more reliable than these wind ones, but they're okay. Later on you can build a fusion power plant and all sorts of things anyway.